Okay, good morning to one and all present here. Okay, students, so I am Prerna Kamdi and I'll teach you science. So today I'll teach you chemical reactions and equation. Okay, so in today's class we will cover two topics, that is chemical reactions and how to balance the chemical reactions. Okay, so today the whole lecture will be on the writing of chemical reactions and how to get it balanced. Okay, so I am writing the topic, that is a chemical reactions and equations. Okay, today we will cover two topics, that is chemical reactions, introduction to chemical reactions. Then we will see what are the chemical equations. Okay, and then how to write a chemical reaction. How to write a chemical reaction and how to balance it. Okay, so these are the three topics we will cover in this lecture. Fine. So okay, so the first one is chemical reaction. The very first one is chemical reaction. Okay, see, when we are talking about a chemical reaction, there are some reactants, okay, which are getting reacted together to give a product. Okay, so when we are talking about a chemical reaction, there are two sides, that is LHS, that is left hand side, and the other one is RHS, that is right hand side. The left hand side we are considering as the reactant side and the right hand side we are considering as the product side. I am taking a very basic fundamental reaction I am writing over here, that is H2 plus O2 give rise to H2O. Okay, I'll get it balanced. Okay, this is 2H2O, okay, and this is 2H2. That is two molecules of hydrogen. Okay, the molecule of hydrogen, when combined with the oxygen, it gives two molecules of water. Okay, now see, these H2 and O2 we will call it as reactants. Okay, by reacting H2 molecule with O2 molecule, we will get a water molecule, and this water molecule can be called as a product. Okay, so this is the reactant and this is the product. Okay, it also called as left hand side, and this one is also called as the right hand side. I am writing this is because when we will discuss about how to write, how to balance the chemical reactions, in that case we will just find out what is LHS and what is RHS, and it will be very easier for us to get it balanced. That's why I am writing it here, what is LHS and what is RHS. Okay, simply we are writing the reactants on the left hand side and we are writing products on the right hand side, and we put the arrows in between. Okay, now see, I am talking about the chemical reactions. Why chemical reactions are required? Why it is required to study? Of course, it is there in your syllabus, that's a different thing. Okay, but it is required. It's just because without chemical reaction, nothing exists. Okay, without chemical reaction, nothing exists. Why I am saying this? It's just because, see, if we breathe, respiration is the process, okay, that we simply connected. Respiration is what? Respiration is breathing. In simple terms, we are getting this reaction. But what actually happens when we used to breathe? Okay, what actually happens when the respiration process is going on? What actually happens? Okay, the energy get released, okay, in during respiration the energy get released, okay, and the released of energy, it again come into the chemical reaction, okay. So in everything, in fact the universe can't exist without the reaction, okay. Let's take an example of day to day life, okay. We cook our food, okay. What is happening there? Okay, heat gets released from it. We require some heat to cook our food, okay. So endothermic and exothermic, both of the reactions are taking place simultaneously, okay. That comes under the chemical reaction. Let's take another example in our day to day life, okay. We make a curd, okay, curd. So how to make a curd? Okay, I think your mom knows very well how to make a curd, okay. It's a simple preparation, guys, okay. What we used to do, we used to take a milk, okay, we put a bit of curd into it and we put it as it is for a day, and after that, after a day, what we found the total milk gets converted into the curd, okay. So what had happened over there? Again the chemical reaction takes place over there, and we simply the simple things that we are getting from all these examples are chemical reactions are takes place in each and everything. Without chemical reactions, nothing can be possible, nothing exists, okay. Now how we can say the chemical reactions occur, okay. How to know whether this is a chemical reaction or whether this is something else, okay. So it is very easy to identify whether the chemical reaction is taking place or not, okay. If we see from our eyes that the color of the substance getting changed, okay, the smell is changed, okay. So all these things that we observe, we feel, okay, that something getting changed, these are nothing but a chemical changes takes place into the substance, okay. So when the substance when the chemical changes takes place in the substance, that comes under the chemical reaction, okay. Suppose we have our dinner, okay, and some of the food like बच गया खाना, ओके, तो क्या करेंगे? नेक्स्ट डे जो खाने वाले हैं रेफ्रिजरेटर में रख के तो उसे खा लेंगे, अदरवाइज व्हाट विल हैपन? द फूड विल गेट स्पॉइल, ओके, वो पूरा का पूरा खाना क्या हो जाएगा? वो पूरा का पूरा खाना खराब हो जाएगा. कैसे? अगेन द केमिकल रिएक्शन इज टेकिंग प्लेस, ओके. सो हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई केमिकल रिएक्शन? जब खाना खराब होगा तो उससे स्मेल जनरेट होगा एक अजीब सा, ओके. जब खाना खराब होगा तो वो टेस्ट में भी अजीब लगेगा, ओके. सो दैट्स द थिंग विच इज़ हैपनिंग, ओके. Change of taste, change of smell, change of color, okay, that can easily seen by us, okay. So all these changes are considered as chemical changes, okay. So by observing this, we can say that the chemical reactions are taking place, okay. Now what are the chemical reactions? Basically are chemical reactions are nothing but the formation or breaking up of bond between the atoms and the molecules, okay. atoms और molecules के बीच में bond को form करना या उसे break करना, उससे जो product मिलता है वो सारा मिला के क्या बनता है? एक chemical reaction, okay. That we will consider it as a chemical reaction, okay. Just take an example of this one. It's the old example that we have already written on the whiteboard, okay. H2 plus O2 give rise to 2H2O. यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? दो हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल्स, okay, two hydrogen molecules combines with the oxygen molecule and gives the two molecules of water, Okay, this is nothing but the water. Okay, this is the formula of water. Fine. So यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? It is the two molecules are combining, means it is the formation of bond between the hydrogen molecules and the oxygen molecules, and this bond formation, the product will occur, that is the water. कौन सा product मिल रहा है हमें? हमें मिल रहा है H2O. Okay, that is water. Fine. So basically chemical reactions is nothing but the formation and breaking of a bond between the atoms on the molecule. Okay, and we are getting several products from them. Okay, so this is all about the chemical reaction that we have discussed. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now let's move towards the chemical equation. Okay, chemical equation. Now the chapter name is what? Chemical reaction and equations. Okay, now we have discussed what are the chemical reaction. Now you will just think, okay, what is the chemical equation? Okay, this is very simple, no need to think. Okay, we are writing something to express a chemical reaction, that is nothing but a chemical equation. Okay, to express the chemical reaction we have to write in a particular form, and that is nothing but the chemical equation. Okay, suppose take another example like magnesium, that is Mg plus oxygen, okay, give rise to magnesium oxide, MgO. Okay, so again I am getting it balanced. Okay, this is 2 and this is 2. Okay, so see here the magnesium combines with oxygen, and what is the product? The product is magnesium oxide. Okay, now this is the way to write a chemical equation. Okay, we have to write the reactants, okay, in the left hand side, which I have already discussed with you. We have to put the arrow between the reactants and the products, okay, and we have to write the products in the right hand side. Okay, so just keep this thing in mind. This is RHS, nothing but a right hand side. This is LHS, this is the left hand side, and we need to put the arrow over here between the reactants and the products. Okay, so why basically the chemical equations are used? The very simple answer is to express the chemical reaction, the chemical equations are used. Okay, so I hope I am clear with this also. Okay, and how to write a chemical equations, it is the same as it is that I have already told it to you. Now we will move towards to balance the equation. Okay, so how to balance a chemical equation? Okay, how to balance a chemical equation? A huge question. Okay, for you. Okay, how to balance a chemical equation? Fine. Okay, so we will start from very basic and we will go to the very complex one. Okay, so let's start from the basic again. Okay, I am taking another example of aluminium. Okay, so I am taking aluminium, I am getting it reacted with the oxygen. Okay, fine, and it give rise to Al2O3, aluminium oxide. Okay, aluminium dioxide. Okay, now I need to balance this. Fine, this is the unbalanced equation I am writing over here. How I can say this is the unbalanced equation? Because see here two atoms of here two molecules of aluminium are present, here only a single atom of aluminium is there. Okay, so this reaction is not balanced. Okay, we need to balance it. Okay, so what we need to do first, what we need to write? Okay, just see the reactant side first. Okay, so see aluminium is here, here how many atoms are there? Okay, only 1. Okay. So, here see the product side, aluminum atoms are what are the how many molecules are here? This is 2. Okay. So, 2 aluminum molecules, 1 aluminum atom is here. Okay. So, see this is unbalanced. Okay. So, what I need to do to balance it? I need to simply write a 2 in front of aluminum. Okay. Fine. Now, aluminum is balanced. Okay. So, let us move towards the oxygen. Okay. Here the 2 molecules of oxygen, here the 2 atoms of oxygen present here, and here it is 3. So, again it is unbalanced. Okay. So, if I need to make the oxygen in the reactant side 3, what I need to do? I need to write it 1.5 over here. Okay. Now, it is balanced, it becomes 2, here it is 2, here it is 3, and here it is 3. Okay. I have written here 1.5, I have multiplied 1.5 with 2, now it becomes 3. Now, this reaction is balanced. Okay. But there is a mistake. Okay. This 1.5, okay, this 1.5 we do not want here, we want this number should be a whole number. Okay. So, we have to eliminate this 1.5. Okay. And to make the 1.5 into the whole number, we need to convert into a whole number. Okay. So, what we need to do? Simply multiply it. Okay. Simply multiply both the sides. Okay. So, that you can get a whole number in this case. Okay. So, what I will do? I will multiply to the both the sides. Okay. Just get multiply. Okay. 2 into 2, 1.5 into 2. Okay. And this is 1 is already present over here. So, 1 into 2. Fine. Now, 2 into 2 I am getting here it is 4, here it is 1.5 into 2 is 3, and 1 into 2 is 2. Okay. I am writing this equation again for you. See, aluminum, this is the previous equation. Okay. Aluminum plus oxygen gets combined to form aluminum dioxide. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now, see, after balancing it, I got a 4 over here, okay, 3 over here, and 2 over here. Now, see whether the equation is getting balanced, or not. Okay. So, here the 4 atoms of aluminum is present, here 3 into 2, that is 6 atoms of oxygen is present, here the 4 atoms of aluminum is present, and 2 into 3, that is 6 atoms of oxygen is present. Now, we can say the equation is totally balanced. Okay. And this is, we got the whole number over here. Okay. This is the first method of balancing. Okay. So, do not get confused. Okay. This is the a simple method of balancing. I will get into the other one. Okay. Okay. Let us get the same example, that is, okay. Okay. Let us get the same example, that is, aluminum is reacting with the oxygen. Okay. And we form the product will form, that is Al2O3. Okay. Fine. So, see here the 2 molecules of aluminum is present. Okay. Here only 1 is present, here the 2 molecules 2 atoms are present. Okay. This is 2, here the 3 atoms are present. Okay. So, we need to balance this. Okay. So, first look into the oxygen, whether the oxygen is balanced or not. Okay. Why I am saying first look into the oxygen? Because the valency of oxygen over here is 3, it is the highest valency in the equation. Okay. So, that is why I am telling you to balance first the oxygen, because it is having the highest number of atoms. Okay. Now, here it is 3, here it is 2. Okay. We need to balance in such a way that both the reactant and the product side will get equal. Okay. So, see, if I will write 3 here, so what it becomes? 3 into 2, that is 6. Okay. Now 3 is already present here. So what I need to write? 2. Okay. If I will write 2 here, so 2 into 3, now it becomes 6 here. Okay. Now 2 into 2, what is over here is 4. Okay. Now simply the 4 atoms of aluminum is here. So I simply put 4 in front of the aluminum. Now the equation will become 4 aluminum atoms plus 3 oxygen atoms. It gives 2 aluminum dioxide in our product. Okay, guys, I hope you are clear with this. Okay, I am talking about the atoms, molecules, compounds. Okay, I hope you have already learned in the previous classes what are the atoms, what are the molecules, and what are the compounds. If you didn't, I will repeat it for you simply. See, the atoms are the simplest compound. Okay, like if we are building our house, we consider a brick. A brick is a basic compound that is required to build a house. Okay, so atoms are simply like that. Just we will get it understand in a very layman language. Okay, so atoms are like a brick. Okay, just consider it as a brick in which several elements are present. Okay, now molecules are what? Okay, molecules are like a wall. Okay, wall is made up of what? Wall is made up of bricks. Okay, so molecules is made up of atoms. Okay, atoms. Okay, different atoms combined together to form a molecule. Okay, if the different atoms combine together to form a molecule, that is simply called as a compound. Okay, that is simply called as a compound. Like see here, 2 atoms of oxygen and 3 atoms of 2 atoms of aluminum and 3 atoms of oxygen are combined to form aluminum oxide, and this component is called as a compound, guys. Okay, why compounds? Because two different molecules are present here. Okay, molecule of aluminum and molecule of oxygen, 2 different molecules are present here. That's why it is called a compound, and here it is simply called as a molecule. Why molecule? Because a same kind of atoms are present here and combines together to form a molecule. Okay, O2 is the generally a preferred kind of oxygen which is we are getting it easily. Okay, it is present in the air. Okay, so oxygen which is present in the air, that is in the form of O2 and it is getting very easily. That's why we always write O2. Okay, not O or not O3. Okay, so O2 is a preferred way to write because we are simply getting it from the air, and this is only comes under the category of molecule. Okay, now see aluminum. Okay, aluminum is a single over here. Okay, so if we consider only aluminum or only hydrogen or only oxygen, okay, a single element, okay, we can say it as an atom. Okay, we can say it as a atom. I am letting you know in a very layman language, guys. Okay, for the definition we are already have the books. Okay, so this is for just to make you understand a very basic thing. Okay, it is, I hope you might have learned in the previous classes also. Okay, so this is all about a balancing of chemical equations. Okay, let's take another example, guys. Okay, let's take an example of Mg. Okay, that is magnesium plus oxygen. It give rise to MgO. Okay, see magnesium, how many components of magnesium over here? Only 1. Okay, how many components of oxygen over here? 2. Okay, how many components of magnesium over here is 1, and oxygen is also 1. So this is the unbalanced equation. Okay, now we need to get it balanced. So what we need to do for it? Okay, so first see the reactant side. Always first see the reactant side. So Mg is 1, O2 is 2, okay, it is perfectly fine. यहाँ से कुछ नहीं होगा. Let's see the product side. Mg is 1 and O is 1. So we need to balance this whole thing. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to write a 2 over here. अब आप लोग पूछेंगे कि मैम 2 है तो यहाँ पे भी तो 2 लिख सकते थे, यहाँ पे क्यों लिखा, राइट यहाँ पे भी तो 2 लिख सकते थे, इसके आगे ही 2 क्यों लिखा. गाइस सी, वॉच इट वेरी केयरफुली. ओके फाइन, हम यहाँ 2 क्यों नहीं लिखेंगे. सी, इफ आई एम राइटिंग mg, सो आई एम सिंपली राइटिंग इट एज mg. ओके फाइन. Okay, so I think this pen is not working properly.